you do?
What's up, Morgs fans? We got another podcast, and we have a bit of a different thing here.
That I like more.
And so, the future of the podcast, this is going to be a bit of a harder one because of LF Connects and the new school day on Friday, right?
Yes. I like these mini podcast times.
Yeah, but, I mean, maybe I can get more people and do, 5 minutes, but... So, the layout is I'm going to ask you questions on the forum for, what things do you like and kind of stuff like that, but more things about your personality, and then I'll make topics just for you based on what you put.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that.
Because it's not going to be what I would want to ask everyone. It would be what you would want to talk about.
Brody, I only have 5 minutes. Don't explain on my time.
So, when should the new podcast be? So the big times are going to be 2.
This is mine. This is my time to give you opinion and stuff.
Yeah, 2 to 3 is 2 to 4 p.m. or 11:40 to 1:05.
Well, LF Connects, it goes from 1 to 2 generally.
Yeah, so 2 to 4 or 11:40 to 1:05.
Something to do, right, on the weekend. So I think that you could probably spread them out.
People wouldn't show up on a Saturday though.
No, spread them out as in be open about times and let people switch and swap around their times. So let's say I need to go at I have to be somewhere at 3:00, right?
So what you want me to do?
And then I will go at noon. Let's say I'll do my podcast time, and then other people would do their podcast times at 2 and 3.
So
see if that makes sense? Because
So you want me to have open times between and just keep the recording paused during LF Connects?
I guess you could. That would work. That'd work pretty
well. That's actually a really good idea. So all this is probably going to go into effect next week. So yeah.
Give me a second. I'm putting in my better mic. Okay.
So the new format for the thing would be used if you put I like gaming, anime, football, and then I make topics just for that. So what are your thoughts about this new format?
Oh, I'm just testing my new mic. I just plugged in my mic. New idea layout. Well, I love the 5-minute thing because the podcasts were too long and no one was really watching them, only watching their own parts. So you weren't having very high view counts.
Your parts?
Yeah. Anyone would only watch their part. You know?
I guess.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to say that's what happened. So now with these 5-minute times, this is going to be a 20-minute long podcast-ish.
It would probably be 25, 30.
Yeah, and now people will watch it because that's the average viewing time. You know that, right?
So, yeah, what I could do is I could make it shorter, but I could get so let's say I get 6 people for 5 minutes. That's probably going to be about a 40-minute podcast there.
Yeah. But I say you should keep splitting them up into parts like you used to. That'd probably work a little better, right?
Yeah. All right. So, what are your ways I could get more people onto the podcast?
You have to make it seem cool. You have to get one of the popular kids in.
But how would I do that?
You're gonna need to.
I'm gonna need you to tell them to fill out the form.
Because you letting Sawyer plug it in meets is not really getting it popularity. It's just getting it people are just ugh, I don't like this guy.
Things we need would be stunts like Emma's Big Secret or.
Yes, they got a lot of views. Did it?
That did. That was basically the revival there.
The revival of the podcast.
Well, the 9th podcast killed it, but. So, ideas for revamping the Discord. So, what do you think could revamp the Discord for the podcast?
I would have to say getting mods because the best rank is OG Podcast Gang right now, and that's not even really a rank.
I am trying to get a little bit more flexible. New recent changes is you can now mute members, you can now view the audit log, and you now can.
Yeah, I know. I'm the only one with that perm.
Manage.
Make it easier to get OG Podcast Gang. You should make it easier.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving it for the winner of the TGSD bracket.
Yeah, I know. But you realize Mr. Taylor's probably going to win, right?
He'll throw. He's going to throw, though.
I don't think he will. I think he's going to win.
Yeah, that's
Mr. Taylor, I think I'll probably get second. But if do I get, like, the channel feature if Mr. Taylor doesn't want it or something?
Yeah,
like,
if the first place person declines, then it'll be going down the list.
Ah. And that's the second person. Imagine last place gets it because everyone else declines.
Yeah, true, but you wouldn't get the title of Trivia Award 2021, though.
Oh, only the winner does.
Yeah.
Cool. And they can't deny it, can they?
No, you can't. You definitely can't deny it. All right, so you want mods? Sawyer recently got priority rank.
Yeah, because he finally got Yeah, you're right. He finally got priority.
That actually has a lot of features. That has different features that OG Podcast Gang does that.
Yeah, go Hot Wheels, big buff.
But you also have priority too.
True. I mean, I haven't missed a podcast.
All right, so do you have any questions for me?
Not really. I've asked most of my questions on the previous podcast. Go check them out, guys.
Yeah, go check them out. So, as Sawyer always says, make sure to go and binge watch the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you all so much for watching Matt's part, and we'll be back.
Thank you guys. I know it's a lot shorter this week, so we got a lot less topics.
Yep, so make sure, I also made the font size bigger.
Are you going to link the other podcast in the description, Brody?
No, signups will be in the description. Will be in the description tonight at 6.
Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. Bye, guys.
Because I gotta change them. All right, bye everyone. See you all with Jess. All right, everyone. So in between, I'm gonna talk for about 30 seconds for like what I do between the 5 minutes. So I might get up, walk around, maybe say oof a couple of times, get some food, go use the restroom. Maybe have the other person on here, So yeah, if you want to know that, it's gonna be 30 seconds of me talking behind the camera. So we have Jess here, who is very infamous on the podcast. So this is Jess here, and there's not really gonna be topics. It's gonna be more like ideas and getting people's opinions.
Okay.
So the future of the podcast with the LF Connects and the school day on Friday, it would be a lot harder to manage the podcast because I have those two bullets to dodge, if I could say that. So I'm trying to get a new ideal layout to try to make the podcast better. So what I would do is I would ask some questions about things you like and personality, and then I would actually make topics based on that. So you can put different things every week.
Nice.
So if you want to talk about music or books or anime, I don't really know.
Cool.
And then it would make it more research and stuff it would make it more difficult on my end, but it would probably make it better on the other people's end. So you just don't have to talk about stuff that you aren't really too interested in.
Yeah.
All right. So the new podcast times. So I got a couple different feedback from different people. So it would either be 2 to 4 on Fridays. It would be 11:40 to 1:05. Or Matt actually suggested that it would be split into 2 parts so people could pick the first stint or the second stint.
Oh, that'd actually be a pretty decent idea, I have to admit.
Yeah, I'm thinking the first stint and the second stint because that can make it more time flexible.
Yeah, just in case if you have something going on or something.
Yeah. So I gave already some examples of the new format, so what are your thoughts about the new format?
It's fine.
It's fine.
I don't really have that many deep thoughts on it.
Alright, so let's see. So what are some ways to get more people on this podcast here?
I could try and promote it in my server, which has been going a bit.
Oh yeah, your Discord server, and so that can actually funnel into ideas for revamping the podcast Discord server.
Yeah, and then we could probably get some more people outside of our school.
Well, because I know you
think about more than half of the people that don't go to our school.
Because I know your Discord server is very, 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 very active.
Yeah, it decided to be active this past week.
Was it not active before?
Yeah, for like a few days it wasn't all that active.
Well, yeah, so do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't.
Oh my goodness, so this is what happens when I try to speed through the topics. Yes, you could promote it in your server. That would, Sawyer, so what do you think about, like, oh, goodness, I'm just, like, getting a blank stare right now, like, trying to think of something to say.
Yeah.
So, Sawyer is actually editing one of my videos.
Oh, that's cool.
He's an editor now.
Nice.
And so we talked to one of the kids at school yesterday, and this is kind of fun. He's like, hey, Sawyer, hey, Brody, you should be paying Sawyer to be your editor. And I'm like, Sawyer doesn't want to.
We're in 7th grade and unemployed. What do you expect?
Because he might get paid for being an editor. I don't know. Because he's like, oh, Sawyer, you should get paid. And then these same kids like, hey, if Sawyer's not available, can I be your editor? Like, I'm very relaxed. I'm very relaxed for Sawyer. I mean, I've only given him one video, and I gave him basically 2 weeks to do it. So, this is actually your 4th podcast?
Yeah.
So you're verified, right?
Yeah, I've been verified.
I remember Tori says, like, I wish I had a pretty color on my name.
Yeah, she probably like wants color rules and stuff because
she's
I'm guessing she wants color rolls and stuff, but she's Tori, so.
And then what really was really funny, I say really a lot, but what was funny was last Friday, after I gave her the Ben on a podcast, right, because she was on it last week, she put the screenshot that she said, peace.
Yeah, that's something that you do.
So, alright, it's like, your time is already up. It's been about 5.5 minutes, so thanks for being on it, and the podcast is going to be a bit changed for more tailored to the people. So, yeah, make sure to sign up for next week's if you want to experience that.
Okay, I probably will.
Yep. Alright. Bye-bye.
Alright, I'm head out.
Alright, everyone, so Feces of the French is not here. This will be pretty comical. That I be playing music, and I know most people don't like when I do it, but yeah, because it's like basically like a filler thing. Time. I can get why people wouldn't like that. Then again, at the same time, I couldn't really guess either. So make sure in the chat box on the right, ask any question that you want to know about the podcast, or if you are thinking about being on it, just down there, or in the comments below. Or if you know me personally, you can always email me or DM me in Discord. Alright, so it looks like Evan is not going to be here, so we can just kind of give up hope on him. See if we can get Sawyer on here. So we filmed the game show about an hour ago. Some spoilers. Sorry for that annoying noise. I'll pause. Alright, so we have Sawyer here. He said hold on just a second, so we are going to hold on for just few seconds here as Sawyer gets situated. So this is actually Sawyer. He's my editor. And he also likes to plug my channel in a lot of places. Isn't that right, Sawyer?
What? Oh, I'm back. Yeah, hi.
You like to plug my channel in a lot of places.
I like to put my camera in a lot of places.
No, you like to plug my channel in a lot of places.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Weirdo. So, the future of the podcast is pretty unstable after,
They've had a change in
the school thought they were so good.
semester,
So the layout, there's a new idea for a layout to try to get the podcast rehyped again. It is going to be tailored to the people. So you know what that. So I'm going to ask like questions and stuff, and then make topics for only you based on what you put there.
Okay, that sounds cool.
So you could put different stuff every week, so it just doesn't get repetitive. So if 1 week you want to talk about like music, or 1 week you want to talk about like older things like Prodigy or Beyblades or
Beyblades, those are cool.
So, what are your thoughts about that?
I think that is a really cool idea because honestly, they doing the topics, the thing, it feels like we either get done with them way too quickly, or they're like basically the same topics every other week.
Or what happens is that someone actually talks about them. It's either it's too short or too long, because we're out of topics with 4 minutes left, or I have to cut the person off.
Yeah.
And then it just brings a whole nother element if you have two people.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they could get in a conversation.
Yeah. I think that one time we should, sometimes we could have like a whole podcast for like just like a couple people in like one call for like the whole hour.
Really?
I mean, I think that would be a cool idea. I don't know, but
yeah, that would have to be a lot of preparation, though.
It'd be a lot of preparation.
Because I would need to like make like lots of things for us to talk about. And I'd have to find people that could stay in a call for an hour. Because people are usually antsy with that. They're like, oh my goodness, I have to walk my fish at 3:35 p.m. and then I have to sing opera at 3:37 p.m. so I can fit it in within those 2 minutes. You think you could do that?
I mean, I think we should make it more like Joe Rogan.
I haven't
it's like the same person.
I haven't listened to Joe Rogan.
You don't listen to Joe Rogan?
Wait, we could get Joe Rogan on here.
Yeah, Joe Rogan on the Brody Licata podcast. That would be the best.
I know, right? So let's see. When should the podcast be? So it could either be from 11:40 a.m. to 1:05 p.m., 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., or it could be mixed between those two times with the break of LF Connects in between.
I think probably mid-evening, so probably around like 4 o'clock maybe.
2 to 4? Because I don't want to do it too late, because then people get antsy when it's too late. It's like, oh my goodness, I have dinner, and I like
dinner. I don't think there's a lot of people watching or eating dinner at like 4 o'clock. So I think it would be a good time so that you can so that it's after school. People have time to like be home after school and do like homework or whatever. But then it's not like 8 o'clock at night, and there's a possibility of people being asleep.
So let's see. That's an implement. What are some ways to get some more people on the podcast?
Social media advertising.
You
Like,
want you
we should get an Instagram for the Brody Licata podcast or Brody Licata channel.
you would have to run that because I don't really have social media outside YouTube or Discord.
Yeah, I would run it, but we do have a website.
Yeah, we have a website, so make sure to click the link below. And so I'm gonna request Sawyer for something. Hey, Sawyer, can you plug the link into the call chat so I can use that?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Description. So, and do you have any ideas for revamping the Discord?
Revamping the Discord. I mean, it got kind of, I guess, revamped.
Yeah, it got revamped into the.
It got revamped for like a couple days. It was actually decently active, but I don't know. It's kind of forgotten about again.
It was never really like a chat. It was never really a chatting Discord. It was more like information, rules, final scores for the game show tournament.
Yeah, it's like information. It's kind of like Mr. Beast gaming Discord.
I know, except there is two chatting things. There's actually 3. There's off-topic, chat, and podcast only, which means you have to be on a podcast to read that chat.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Yeah, do you have any questions for me?
How much longer is my time? Because I have to go to LF Connect soon. So.
You could leave at any time, really, because it has been just about 5 minutes. Your allotted time was from 12:50 to 12:55, but we did get on before, so. Alright, so you want to film the outro and then we go?
Yeah, sure, let's film the outro. Alright, that was it for today's podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and watch the rest of the podcast episodes, and we'll see you in the next one later.